I work very closely with policymakers within the REAP project, and the objective of this project is to put the policymaker in the driver's seat for them to be able to direct the research that we do. And that is exactly what ESIC is trying to do, for research to be directed from the demand side and not from the producer side, as has been the case. So what I'm really looking forward to see come out in this ESIC is that research interacts with those who really need to use it, not just the policymakers, with those at household, with those in the community, with those who are going to school, with the mothers, with the parents, and everyone within the ecosystem that needs to make informed choices.
Hi Nain, I hope you are good. So as part of the Cape Town Consensus meeting, we are recording a couple of videos to really capture the diverse voices that are in this meeting. And you pretty much represent the early and mid-career individuals that are here. So really looking forward to hearing what you have to say and some of the things that will come from this conversation as well. So can you please tell us who you are and how you got involved in the ESIC journey?
Thank you very much, Andile, for having me on set. So my name is Nain Yuh, and I am a programs manager for gender equity and inclusion at eBase Africa. I'm sure you know what eBase is, but if people want to know who eBase is a multinational collaborative with mission to improve the livelihoods of the underserved population using innovation and best practice. So how did I get involved in ESIC? Yeah. So ESIC is like that opportunity where you have the chance to make history with everyone that counts.
Yes.
You get to sit on the table with everyone that makes decisions, with everyone that is producing the evidence, with those who are trying to translate it to policymakers, with those who are supposed to be using the evidence. So this, I feel so excited to be part of this consensus. And for the past 6 months, I am in group 4, working group 4, which is the methods and innovations working group. So for the past 6 months, we have been engaged in a lot of brain work. I think it's been the highest marathon that I've ever been in. And I was telling one of my group members yesterday that I think I can go for a race.
Yeah.
Because the marathon we have been through in the past 6 months is something that has never happened. So how did I get involved in ESIC? I think when this was launched, I had the opportunity to fill out the form just like every other person. And I showcased who I am and how I can contribute, and I was selected. So that's how I got involved in ESIC.
I love that you talk about making history, and I think I want to touch on that a bit. So why did you choose to be a part of ESIC? Did you feel like I really want to be part of that group that is making history, or was it a career path thing for you, or was it an impact thing for you? Why did you actually say, I want to fill in that form actually?
Yes, thank you very much for that question. So the first thing is that the work ESIC is trying to do is something that has already been visualized, maybe at small scale at eBase, or maybe at big scale, but because we didn't have the funding to do it big. So this just came at the right time because I work very closely with policymakers within the REAP project, and the objective of this project is to put the policymaker in the driver's seat for them to be able to direct the research that we do. And that is exactly what ESIC is trying to do, for research to be directed from the demand side and not from the producer side, as has been the case. So this greatly aligned to the work that I've been doing. And I also work a lot with families of people with disability to get them to use research or evidence to make informed decisions at household level to improve the lives of their children. And it's also very challenging for this family when you talk to them about evidence, about research. It's kind of strange. And as I was speaking early this morning about storytelling, this is one of the ways in which stories break the strong scientific jargons that research is being published in. So because what ESIC is doing greatly aligned to the work that we have been trying to do at eBase, I felt like, bam, this is the place. This is the place. Yeah.
Okay, okay, it's a good one. And sort of what is the impact that you're hoping ESIC will have on your life and the lives of people globally as well? So if ideal situation for you, what must come out of the ESIC process and what the work that we're doing here?
I think that the greatest impact that I'm looking forward to seeing is policymakers being able to influence research, building relationships with those who really need to use it, like the teacher in the classroom, the students as well, because students need to also be empowered to be able to make informed choices about the availability of what is out there. If I make this career path, is it going to help me reach my goals and things like that? What about a patient who goes to the hospital? And back to my presentation this morning where I was talking about knowledge asymmetry. Because usually the assumption is that when we empower policymakers with evidence, you empower practitioners with evidence, then everything will go smoothly. But it creates what we call knowledge asymmetry. Because, for example, if the policymaker now have the evidence or the capacity to make informed decisions, the practitioner has the capacity to make informed decisions, it leaves the other people, the citizens, at a disadvantage. And I'm going to take, for example, a patient who goes to the hospital. Patient goes to the hospital, all they know is that they are sick, right? And they need medication. The practitioner has been empowered with all the research or evidence for what medication will work for, what procedure you should use. But the patient only knows that I need to get healed. I need some medication. Whereas the patient needs to be informed of the other choices, right? You need to be empowered to be able to know that if I don't want this doctor attending to me, I can choose this one. If I don't want this medication, I can ask for this one, and things like that. So the patient is left at a disadvantage. What about the citizens at home? What about mothers? What about kids? What about the community members who, I mean, people, I love to talk about people with disability a lot because I'm coming from Cameroon where misinformation and disinformation I mean, people who have disabilities have been fed a lot with myth and disinformation. And this empowers, I mean, this has a lot to do with their mindset, and this fine-tunes the way they make decisions, because the decisions you're making is based on the information that you have. And so getting research into their hands is what really matters in the most simplest format so that they can be able to make decisions. So what I'm really looking forward to see come out in this ESIC is that research interacts with those who really need to use it, not just the policymakers, with those at household, with those in the community, with those who are going to school, with the mothers, with the parents, and everyone within the ecosystem that needs to make informed choices. And as an early career, mid-career myself, I'm actually looking forward to that opportunity where early and mid-career enthusiasts like me are going to take up leadership and not just say they're not giving us the opportunity, but they are actually going to step up and begin to do things.
I love that. I love that you touch on the fact that you're an early/mid-career individual. What do you think this whole process and you being involved in this process means for early and mid-career individuals like myself and you?
Yeah, I think that it's really great that they gave us the opportunity, yes, to make our voices heard, to show the capacities and the skills that we have, and to be involved in the entire process, especially coming from the global south. So I'm looking forward to us making meaningful contribution moving forward. I think that many early and mid-careers have not been in the train. But this is, I mean, what is happening in Cape Town to me is like where many other people are going to hop into the train.
Absolutely.
So I'm hoping that as the train takes off from Cape Town, we're going to have many early and mid-careers jump into the train, because there are a lot of opportunities and we need to seize it and begin to make things happen, because I call those who have already been ahead like the veterans. Their strength is getting weary and we need to get in so that we can tap from their shoulders and then carry on with this vision.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for joining us, and I hope that you will enjoy your time with us in Cape Town and take whatever you learn from here to Cameroon with you.
Thank you very much for having me in Cape Town, and I'm loving Cape Town.